Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. As you are no doubt aware, we have a big collision of heavyweights. Two big lumps who are going to be knocking chunks out of each other, we hope. Joyce, ZHILEI ZHANG. So let's do a quick preview. I've got to be honest, I don't do that many previews because I can always see 3, 4, 5 permutations of what might happen. I'm sort of second guessing myself, and I'm just not very good at this, the preview stuff. I always think, well, that could happen or that could happen. And, it's why I don't bet big money, put it that way. I'm very sort of conservative and reticent about betting big money, although I do like the odd 5 or 10 around there. But anyway, I'm digressing. Two big guys. I'm sure you all know about Joyce. He is a 6'6", enormous guy, extremely intimidating pressure fighter. And you may have read stories about, how his bone density is 4 or 5 times that of a normal man. I can believe it. I mean, maybe they're exaggerating for height purposes, but he is an enormous presence, a guy who just puts it on you. Pressure. The Joseph Parker fight, it really looked from the off like, although Parker was moving a lot, Parker was also hurt early. Even though he was having successes, he was landing a lot of punches. But he was landing a few combinations here and there, as you would expect with Joyce, because Joyce, he's not particularly difficult to find, but Parker couldn't even put a dent on him, not even a ding. It was a case of this guy's got a steel head. Now, that seems to be, that's the fact that he takes a good wallop and the fact that he's got a great engine and he is able to sort of compose himself to the point where he's, throughout a fight, I'm talking about Joyce now, he's almost barely breathing. He never seems to, there's never any sort of sense of urgency. That is to say, his heart rate doesn't seem to go up. He just consistently puts it on you. It's like water on rock, eroding the rock. But I would say, facing Zhang, he's up against someone who can maybe not match him entirely on physical strength or intimidation, that sort of pressure that's put on the opponent. But let's be honest here, Zhang is a big fella himself. He's 6'6". He's actually come in, I think, 2 pounds shy of 20 stone, which is unbelievable. Whereas Joyce is in the 250s, which you would expect. So, and Zhang, a southpaw, does hit hard with the backhand. That left cross is dangerous. And people talk about Joyce having this iron jaw. I don't care how good your chin is, you don't hang it out. Marvin Hagler never hung his chin out. Do you know what I mean? He may have that sort of Oliver McCall punch resistance, which is fair enough, but it would be absolute stupidity to hang out your chin and just assume that Zhang can't hurt you. Zhang is a big guy who can whack. And so I would say that Joyce has to be reticent early, a little bit conservative, just hang back a bit. And I don't mean not put pressure on. I mean, just don't fall into don't get sloppy, don't get complacent, don't fall over the front foot. Don't just assume that you can leave your chin out there. He's got to work his jab, which he does consistently in fights. I mean, that's one thing that's sometimes overlooked. He's got a brilliant jab. Keep that on Zhang for the early rounds. Zhang, the knock against him is he's got a very bad gas tank. Doesn't last well. He was huffing and puffing against Hrgovic. He completely ran out of steam against Jerry Forrest, and he'd had Forrest on the floor 2 or 3 times, I think, and Forrest got up to snatch a draw and almost stopped Zhang. Zhang says, well, I was ill for that fight. Maybe so. Against Hrgovic, I actually thought I thought Hrgovic would win that fight, and of course he did. On points, it was a close one, but Zhang did a lot better than I thought he would, because I thought he'd run out of gas quicker. And even though he was huffing and puffing, and that was a 12-rounder as well, not a 10-rounder, he didn't do too badly. Now, against Joyce, it's a different proposition because, again, Joyce, I can see him working that battering ram jab and then starting to go to the head. If I was Zhang, I would, from the word go, I would concentrate on the body, because the body, as we know, you'll remember when Joyce fought Bryant Jennings in the first round, he was badly hurt to the body, and Jennings is not known as a big banger. So I would definitely keep Zhang on the end of the jab. If I was Zhang, I'd be looking to get inside. The moment I was in punching range, I'd bang those ribs, and I would keep consistently banging ribs. All right, you want to go to the head, fair enough, to mix it up. You've got to mix it up. Otherwise, if you set a pattern, it can be red. But if you bang to the body and switch to the head, rather than going to the head and then hoping to go to the body. I'd do it the other way around, and I'd mix the sides up and all rights and lefts. Okay, if he's there, and he might be, because Joyce can be hit. If he's in the firing line, you let the backhand go. Fair enough, but otherwise, I want to see a lot of body work from Zhang. I think that's the key to him winning. I think probably he's coming so heavy. Perhaps he's looking for the early when he thinks I need to be heavier. I need to be stronger to hold Joyce off me, and I need to just be I need to have durability, because this is going to get heavy. But I'm going to go for a stoppage within 6 rounds. That's what I think Zhang would probably do. He would want that early stoppage, or he would want to drain Joyce, which is a hell of a goal to set, because I don't know whether he can drain Joyce. Joyce is the opposite of Zhang in that he has a great gas tank, but Zhang is probably thinking, I'll drain the energy early, and then down the stretch, even if I'm a bit knackered, he won't be able to put it on me as much. If Zhang lets Joyce fight at his own pace, which is a very steady rhythm, very consistent pace, I think it's all over for Zhang. But if Zhang can hurt Joyce early to the body, can mix up his punches, make Joyce reset, second think, where's the next punch coming from? Head, body, which side? If he can do that to him, and he can put some sort of seed of doubt or seed of hesitancy into Joyce, Zhang has a chance of winning. However, I'm going to go with Joyce to win this fight for the reasons stated: gas tank, consistency, pressure fighting, which of course, as we always say, is mental pressure as well as physical pressure. And when you get mentally tired, you get physically tired. I see Joyce implementing this on Zhang. I think the first 4 to 6 rounds will be competitive, but I think Joyce will take over in the middle rounds and will probably knock Zhang out in about 9, 10. Those, that's the later rounds, shall we say. That's my take on it. I could be completely wrong. Let me know what you think. It's going to be a good, I hope it will be a good one. There is a chance this could become, a sort of, they might cancel each other out. They're both so big. And of course, I was traumatized watching heavyweight boxing in the 80s, because you had so many dud fights with these big overweight guys who were out of shape. Tubbs versus Witherspoon is the one that springs to mind. So I'm kind of, whenever I see 2 big guys in the ring, even if they can wallop, I think, is this going to be just a hug fest? I hope not. I hope that, I don't think it will be. I think Joyce won't allow it to be. I definitely think in the middle round, Zhang will probably be looking to hold, but I don't think he can keep, I think he can keep Joyce off you. He's just too big, too powerful, and he's too good. And his footwork, even though his footwork is, it's not fast, but he positions himself nicely. And I think that will be the telling factor, that and the gas tank. He'll have to work for it, don't get me wrong. But I see him beating up, in the middle rounds, beating up Zhang and stopping him in 10, 9, 10, that sort of point of the fight. But let me know what you think. Give me your predictions, and subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm looking forward to seeing what your predictions are. Do they coincide with mine? If not, why not? Tell me how you think it's going to go. Until then, it's going to be a good one. But until then, take care of yourselves. We'll speak again soon, and bye for now.